The future we are entering is both extraordinary and deeply uncertain. Artificial intelligence is transforming productivity, reshaping industries, and creating entirely new forms of competition. At the same time, quantum technologies, environmental and ecological shifts, biological innovation, and accelerating social change are redefining the conditions in which organisations operate. Opportunity is expanding, but so is complexity. And increasingly, organisations are being asked to do two things at once: to invent what does not yet exist, and to continually adapt to what is already changing. In this environment, strategy cannot rely on a single view of the future, and yet tradition still dictates how strategy is approached. The instinct is to define direction and commit, to reduce uncertainty through planning, or when conditions shift, to respond quickly, sometimes instinctively, with adjustments, corrections, or transformation programs. These responses are understandable. They are the inherited logic of how organisations have learned to operate. But they tend to fall into two patterns. One, immediate knee-jerk reactions to visible change. Second, large-scale controlled transformations designed to restore clarity. The dilemma? One reacts too quickly, two moves too slowly. And in between those two extremes, something critical is often lost. It's the ability to interpret, carefully, continuously, and coherently, what is actually happening. Because strategy rarely fails all at once. It shifts gradually, conditions change, assumptions drift. And over time, organisations stop responding to reality as it is and start operating based on what they believe it to be. What looks like an execution problem is often something deeper. Not a failure of effort, but a loss of the conditions required for sound judgment. And that's where stratāpulse comes in. In that context, the challenge is not simply to plan better. It is to restore the ability to interpret, decide, and adapt as conditions evolve. stratāpulse is built for exactly this moment. It doesn't begin with plans. It begins with signals. What is changing? What no longer holds? Where are the tensions emerging? Those signals are connected to possible futures, not to predict them, but to explore them. They are related to what the organisation is actually doing today, and most importantly, they are interpreted not once, but continuously. As decisions are made, stratāpulse captures something most systems lose. Not just what happened, but how judgment changed. Over time, the organisation doesn't just learn, it learns how to learn. Because in an uncertain world, advantage doesn't come from the plan, it comes from the quality of your thinking.